Hello everyone, I'm back again. It's been a while since I've done a video. So, reason being I've been playing around with mixed media. Just seeing so many art journals out there and the work people are doing, it just looks awesome. And I already like to draw. Well, sketch I should say. I don't really do a lot of painting. I've always wanted to learn how to paint. Never have. But let me show you real quick. See, these are the kind of sketching I'd be doing. I was practicing this out of a book. That's my nephew. It looks like him. It's just his face is kind of long. I did it too long. This is one of my first pictures. This is his original picture that I used as to draw it. Just want to show you real quick. This is my husband's brother. Yeah, more practicing. This was supposed to be me and my husband when I was pregnant. I think it looks like him, but I don't. That's a mistake. There's another drawing I did. I copied it out of the internet, freehand. And this was a girl. Her hair, everything. I kind of messed up trying to play with the paint. I ruined it, so I ended up turning her all black, and I just said this is my darkness vision. But I mean, I still think it looks cool, but yeah, she had hair. And there's another drawing I copied from the internet. I think my daughter, she's the one that brings the pictures. She prints them out from Tumblr. Which I want to join it just to be able to get some of her drawings that she brings. It's kind of nice. But she's an artist too, better than mommy. Here's another one. I was trying to just do little girls for tags and stuff and just playing with it. This one I copied it from my daughter's shirt, and I was trying to do it with a marker, Sharpie, because I feel more comfortable and I feel better drawing with a pencil and then going over it with the Sharpie. So I was trying to, you know, jump a step and just go ahead and draw it just with the Sharpie, and as you can see, big difference? No. So, but it was fun, and then I went ahead and did these two, and my 2-year-old got to my notebook, so thank God it was over here and not on my dolls. So those just for fun. This one, I joined Mini Album Scraps, and their front page, which not no more, they changed their website, but they had this girl sitting, I think, on the sofa. I thought she was pretty, so I drew her. So I drew her here by pencil and then here with a marker. So yeah, that's where I got her from. This, I don't know what I was thinking. I started off trying to draw a butterfly, and I want to put some eyes on the butterfly. And I ended up drawing this thing here, and I ended up making it into a collage. Just, I'm into vintage, so I got buttons, needle, admit one little ticket, ruler, domino, I put the year, lips, because of course she had eyes, clock, wall. I have one of those weird moments, but I thought it came out cool. This one, I didn't do anything. This one, I just drew her randomly out of my mind because I wanted to practice on the paints, which this is the first painting I think came out okay, and I think it's acrylic paints that I used. I thought it came out cool. I don't know if the lighting's kind of bad. I did some shading, you know, although I think she's kind of ugly, but it's okay. It's for practice. And here's another one. This is when I started playing more with mixed media. Like, this is like my first page that I was like, oh my god, it came out really cute. I drew her and cut this butterfly and these words from a magazine. This little thingy, went off my mind. You know what it is. And a ladybug. And then I use these stamps, just regular stamps. I don't remember the name of the stamps, but I thought it came out kind of nice. I thought that was really pretty. And this one, I had got the stencil, so I just went crazy and started using my distress inks and just went ahead and did the little collage rainbow color thingy. And This one, I didn't finish it. I wanted to do a drawing and use parts of her from a magazine, so I drew her.
Come on.
Give me a quick second, okay? Because I'm recording a video. Here. Sorry, guys. Anyways, I wanted to do a drawing, but at the same time use parts of a magazine. So this, the eyes and the mouth were from a girl in a magazine, and everything else I drew. The clothes, well, her top is from scrapbook paper. I don't remember who's it from, but I just drew the outfit and cut it out. Just traced it with a black Sharpie there. And I'm supposed to do more stuff around. I just never got to it. I ended up doing other stuff. You know, I don't know. This thing is addicting. I've been addicted to this. This is my baby. Unfortunately, she got to it. She wrote with a pen there and ruined my picture. But this is my 2-year-old when she was a couple of months. 8 months, something like that. I don't know. I don't have the picture with me right now. But that's one of my drawings that I made freehand. Came out really good, I think. It's one of my favorites. This one I was just playing around. For years, since I was a kid that I started drawing, I just loved drawing half-of faces. Why, I don't know. So I was going to draw other stuff, but again, I let it go. This was a little, whatchamacallit, on Facebook. You know how people put just random quotes and stuff. Well, this one was from the Bible. I thought it was nice, so I just drew it really quick and put it up on Facebook. But I liked the way that came out. And here I was trying to practice on doodling. I see a lot of people doing. It's kind of neat, which I have this little book here that I'm trying to also play with doodling. Just, you know, do random things, I guess. I just want to try everything, I guess. This is another drawing. My daughter printed it from Tumblr again, and I drew it on. This is so far the #1 drawing I think. Came out really, really good, and I like really, really loved it. So, fortunately, my baby again. I see some smudges of something. I don't know what it is, but yeah, this is nice. I really like that. And this is, I saw also so many people out there. I should be writing the names of who I got the idea from. But I saw a lady on YouTube. She cut out some parts of the magazine from an animal. Ended up making a whole different animal, and just with parts of magazines. And she, you know, used some coloring. So I went ahead and cut him out. The wings came from a parrot. I drew the crown just from a background of one of the pages of the magazine, and you know, just did the whole little trap. Put silver, try to make it look, you know, like an old crown. These strips were from a background of also from a page in a magazine. Here it was just white. I went ahead and used some oil-based crayons, and I did some stamping, threw some yeso in there, and I think that's all I used, didn't I? I think that's all I used, yeah, as far as coloring. But yeah, I like the way it came out. I liked it so much. That's my my little wallpaper in my phone. I wanted to write something, I just didn't know what, so I skipped it and haven't gone back to do it. And yeah, and that's it. As far as my sketching, I started going more on, like I said, mixed media, so I've kind of put this aside now. And yeah, I haven't been doing it. Oh my goodness, hold on real quick. Alyssa, you need to stop grabbing mommy stuff. Okay, she just grabbed my journal. I bought this journal because I've been wanting to buy a mixed media one. And I'm, you know, one of those weird people that I buy something and I like don't want to use it because excuse me, because I'm like afraid to ruin it. You know, you're not sure of yourself because, well, you know, I'm not sure of myself. I'm just starting this. Anyways, I've only done her, which my daughter just squirted water on her because she got this water spray. But on her, I like this one. I need to do some kind of writing though. I feel it needs something. But I used, the background is made out of also oil-based crayons. And I used acrylic paints. I also used well, my Sharpie and did some stamping. Now this is kind of cool, this stamp here, which I've been wanting to do another video, because I went ahead and did my own stamp. I just put it in a piece of cardboard. And this is what I used to stamp around it. I'll have to make another video to talk about that. But that came out kind of cool. I like it. But you know how stamps are kind of expensive out there. But anyways, this is all I've done here. I haven't done anything else. Like I said, I didn't want to use this book. I ended up using it, and so far the drawing that I've made came out nice. I like it. So move this to the side here. Now, this is my very first mixed media journal. There, I went online and gosh, I can't remember her name. Anyway, she talked about this website, An Attitude of Gratitude, and so I went in, check it out, and it was just starting. It was in the beginning of November. It was just starting. You had to do a page every day, and you have to you know, write one thing that you're, you know, grateful for every day. You know, and it always had a quote, first from God, you know, a quote, and you went in, you can comment, you would post your page up for that day, and they also had a printout. So I printed, you know, every day I printed up. The first day, it just tells you, you know, what are you grateful for. It would have a video, you know, something inspirational, and every day you had to use a different technique. And it says technique challenge, and on this one you had to use a color that you don't really use. So that was a challenge for the first day. And like I said, it has a verse from the Bible, and it had a little quote, you know, just something inspirational that got you to talk or to do that drawing, you know, on that. And like I said, it was for the whole month of November. So here's all my pages. I was even cutting the verse from the Bible and putting it in my book. So I'm going to show you real quick. I didn't have a book when this started. I didn't have money. I'm a housewife, unfortunately. Still haven't been able to find a job. But I really wanted to do it, so I went ahead and got one of my old books from school. And because I saw a lot of people do that, so I went ahead and did it. I haven't covered this to, you know, do the cover. I haven't covered this part yet. But this was my first day. I want to show you really quick. So this was my first page. I really enjoyed this. There's going to be another one in February, which I can't wait. But I really enjoyed it. But it's funny how, you know, my first pages I'm seeing to how I am right now, and then it's like totally big difference. So this is my first day. This is my second day. I really like this. Made that fence out of pieces of a magazine. Did a little pocket here. Stuck a little tag there. Did some journaling on the back. My lighting's kind of ugly here. And just wrote "Let Us Rejoice." And I made a tree. Used some scrapbook paper to make the leaves. Little circles there. Doodled on them. And this is my third day. And I just drew her. Used some water. I think it was water paint, if I'm not mistaken. Did some chalk. Water chalk in the back. Did a lot of work with my little Sharpie there. I thought that came out kind of cool. I'm just gonna go randomly. I'm already taking too long with this video. Here's another one. I bought this from oh gosh, from Susie. Silly Sue. Okay, I don't remember her. But I got that doll from her. I bought it from her, and she's so cute, so I threw her in there. This one we had to use embossing folder. We had to use it as a stamp, so I kind of used a couple of them. So that's what I did on this page. This, I was supposed to use, they used the Delusion sprays. I didn't have any, so I skipped it. Which, I already ordered some. As soon as I get them, I plan to do this page. And then this one also had to do with sprays. I didn't have any, so I skipped it. And this, on this day, we were supposed to make our own stencil. So I went ahead and got a sheet protector, drew these little bottles there, got my X-Acto knife, went ahead and cut it, and that's how I got my little bottles. And I just cut these little things off and put them in there. I put Father, Son, Holy Spirit, Power, love, self-discipline. So that was kind of neat. I enjoyed that, and I still have my stencil. And this one, you were supposed to copy, either draw yourself or cut a picture of yourself, and then you were supposed to go through a magazine and cut all these words that describe you. I really didn't have that many magazines, so I've only found a couple of them. So I went ahead and just typed them up and printed them out from the computer, and just outlined them with a Sharpie. I used acrylic paint for the background, and I had added 41, and I added the month of November because that on November 9th was my birthday, and I was going to turn 41. So yeah, I'm getting old. Anyways, that's my page there. Here, I was supposed to use some kind of fabric material. This flowers, I cut it out of a piece of fabric, and I used burlap on the background. I didn't like this page, how it turned out. I've never used burlap, but I wanted to use it, so I thought this is my chance. And, you know, I need to practice some more on using that material. You know, just make it look more cool, more nice. But anyways, I drew her and another piece of paper, and I just cut her out and put her in there. So yeah, we were supposed to do that on that day. And then on this day we had to use paper from just pages from a book. So all my hearts, I cut them out of a page, just an old book I got at a thrift store. And I really like the way this came out, you know, the color. I used I used acrylic paint and kind of watered it down so you can see some of the lettering of the pages, the background too, which only in some areas it showed. This one got kind of wrinkled because of the burlap on this side, but it kind of looks cool though, with a little wrinkly there on that side, and then you got this nice smooth one here. So that was kind of cool. And then I did some random stamping around. This one, I think it needs a little something here. I didn't quite finish it, but here we were supposed to use the do the technique where you use Vaseline to do that resist thingy. Anyways, I tried it here. I don't know if you could see it. It came out, but not as good as I would wanted it to come out. But hey, you could still see my stencil, so I guess it came out okay. And here, like I said, I feel I need to come back and add a little something to this. But yeah, this is the Vaseline day. On this day, I started going one page at a time because I was falling behind. On this page, I was supposed to print out or draw a map of where I live. Well, I kind of Googled my address and printed it out. Unfortunately, I used too much paint where you can't really see the map. I mean, you have to be really close to see the streets and stuff, but, you know, I kind of covered that. So, yeah, that one didn't come out all too well. And I wrote California because I live in Ontario, California. And, yeah, so that one wasn't too good. This one I was supposed to use a tag on my page. So I got into a swap. I think it was at Mini Album Scraps. And this is one of the tags I received. Unfortunately, I don't remember who gave it to me, but I threw this in here. And did some, this was the verse for the day, and I just wrote a little something, just what I'm grateful for, and also here in the back. So that was that. Then here, I was supposed to do another technique where they use, oh gosh, not glitter. I used glitter because I didn't have what they used. And you were supposed to stamp with it, and also it didn't come out all too well. But I'm trying to remember what was the exact thing we were supposed to use, and I can't remember. But I did use glitter, stickles, I mean, because I didn't have the one that they wanted. But anyways, down to that. That one's okay, I guess. It wasn't all that, not all that happy. This one I really liked. I'm into vintage and grungy. This, I use these tags also from a swap at Mini Album Scraps. I thought they went perfect in there, so I threw them in there. I did a lot of kind of like a collage, cut up pieces of papers and music notes and book pages and just different kinds of stuff on the background. And then I did some stamping in some areas, and then I went crazy with my color sprays, which I'm trying to think what they're called. But anyways, wait a minute, I got them right here. with my with my glimmer mists, and that's how I got this color. And I did some distressing walnut stain also before I sprayed it to give it that look, and I really like that. I like how that came out. Am I skipping? No. And then here's my next day. Here I was supposed to use music notes. Paper on the background. Or on your page. I used it on my background. So, and then I did some stamping one of my stencils. Through some, I think it was gesso, and then just went over it. Here, I did this page like 10 times. I couldn't get, well, everything was trying to do it, wasn't coming out. This one, what you were supposed to do is use a mask. If you didn't have a mask, you can make your own mask. Well, what I did is I used my one of my punches, die cut punches, and cut out this little border down here. And I put it on top and distressed it, and you could see it, but then I went ahead and used my Sharpie to go over it, so I guess you can't really see it that much. But that's what I did. That was the technique for that day. But like I said, I'm okay with it, but I think like 3 or 4 times I did that page. Yeah, that was a challenge for me right there. Here you were supposed to use some type of packaging on your page. Well, I didn't know. Everything I would see wasn't working out for me. I'm a coffee freak. I love Starbucks. So I had just gotten a little packet with these little, you know, instant coffee little pouch thingies. I had thrown this in the trash. I took it back out, and I said, why not? That's my favorite coffee. I'm going to put it right in the center, and I did a bunch of doodling. I don't know if you can see that, but I did a bunch of doodling all around, and used acrylic paints in the background. Here, I really like the way this came out. A lot of people said it looked like eggs. I also again saw a video, somebody made something similar to this, and it came out really cool, really nice. I said, okay, I want to try to do it. And it didn't come out exactly like hers. Hers looked more like flowers, and mine looked like eggs. But I think they're kind of cool. Some people said they even look like eyes. So I don't know. I thought it came out cool. I really liked it. So that's one of my favorite pages. And here, I don't know what I was supposed to do. I think I was supposed to use paper too on this one. I don't know. But the little circles in the center, piece of paper, the circles that I cut out of a page from just an old book. Here, you were supposed to make your own stamps. And I digged on my daughter's toy box. I got these little squares, these little stars. They showed you also a technique of how to use your heat gun and get some foam and heat it up, and then put put a design and press on it, and it will stay on there. And that's how I got these circles here. And then these lines up here, it's one of my daughter's shoes that doesn't fit her anymore, a little sandal, has these little lines. Well, hey, it worked good. See, it's right there. But anyways, this was fun. I enjoyed myself going through the toys and going through all kinds of stuff. That was neat. Here you were supposed to use some kind of wrapping for celebration, either Christmas paper, birthday paper, you know, whatever. I didn't have any, unfortunately. I saved some bags. I saved some bags for my daughter's birthdays, two-year birthday, so I used bags because I didn't have any paper. Nowadays, you usually get bags more than paper, so yeah, that's what I used here, and it's okay for me. And that's day 12. Hold on, mamas, I'm almost done. And then here, you were supposed to do some kind of texture on your page. I used some gesso and used some a stamp. You can't really see it, but I got some areas, so I'm okay with it. And then that's just did some stamping, and I think I used acrylic paint in the background. So I'm okay with that. This one, I really liked her. I just randomly drew a girl. I've seen many where they do all these wild hairs, and they're kind of cool. So I went ahead and just did some orange hair on her, and just all over the place. Did some journaling down here. And this is the verse from the Bible, and this is day 23. Here, I don't remember what the challenge was. Oh, you were supposed to do some kind of stitching. Either do some stitching or draw some sort of stitching. So I went ahead and did these little X's all around. That's my stitching. That's what that was. This page, Okay, this is the original picture that I used to sketch my drawing that my daughter gave me. On this day, we were supposed to use a gesso technique, which is you use gesso to transfer a picture or a drawing, whatever, from a page to a book. So I did the technique and I used that paper I had already drew her, so I said, okay, let me just use her. And I thought it came out kind of neat. I threw a little bit of color in there and it kind of looks like realistic. It looks like an actual picture. I thought that was nice. I'd never done it with gesso, so it was cool. And I just did some stamping around, acrylic paint in the background. That was cool. I'm gonna do that again. Here I wasn't so successful, but yet I like what came out. The technique, we were supposed to use a glue stick. Now I don't know, I'm thinking I used the wrong glue stick, but you were supposed to use a glue stick on your stamp and stamp. And then you were supposed to go ahead and we'll dry it a little bit and then distress it, kind of another resist technique. Unfortunately, well, after you would distress it a little, use whatever paint, then you would get a little towel or napkin and just kind of wipe it off. Mine didn't come off. So I don't know if I used the wrong glue, maybe I heated up too much, I don't know, I gotta go back and play with it. But then I tried to do it again, so I used a different stamp here, and again it didn't come off, but it was kind of cool, the color, the way it came out. I don't know if you guys could see that. I kind of liked it, you know, but I didn't get what I was supposed to get. But that was cool, it was fun. Here, you were supposed to use some, make your own washi tape. So I went ahead and got a strip of paper, tape, just plain white tape, painted it, and then did some stamping. That was my washi tape that I made. That was a challenge for that day. Here, I don't remember what I was supposed to do. Oh, you were supposed to use a map, which there's a map somewhere down there. You have to look really close to see in some areas as your background. So, and then I ended up doing all this vintage stamps, pulled them out. I like vintage stuff, so I kind of went crazy there, but it's cool. I'm okay with it. This one you were supposed to do, I think you were supposed to do your own stamps. I think so. I can't remember too well, but I think you're supposed to do your own stamps on this one, which is where I got these little babies here. And just did some stamping on the side. It was about seasons. That was the title. That was my page. Okay. I like this one. I was very proud of this one. I drew her just in regular sketch paper, cut her out, and colored her up with some water-based color pencils. And I ended up using her hair as my journaling, area, which a lot of people thought that was cool and it was a good idea, so that was cool. And again, just did some used one of these little thingies. I know it's for knitting, I don't know how to use them, I just bought them for my crafts. But that's what I used to do all these little lines here. And here the technique, I don't remember. So, yeah, I don't remember. Okay, so that's that. Came out cool. And then my last page, we were supposed to use, there's a technique also where you stamp and you do ghosting, I guess. I think that's what it's called. You stamp and then you stamp again and it comes out lighter, so it looks like the shadow or something. So, something like that. I don't know. I'd have to go back and look at the paper really good. But that's what I did here. Went crazy on my stamp, and I first used some mixed some acrylic paint into some little bottles and made my own sprays because I didn't have any. Like I said, I kind of just got some in and waiting for some to get here. And here I just drew her. I was gonna do some lines here to do some journaling on her hair too, and I forgot. But yeah, here I used some of the crayons in the background, which I could tell I didn't mix some of them too well, but it was cool. That was the last day, and I have a couple of pages, so I want to try to do something with them, and then my plan is to cover this book. But this is my first book. I have another one that I just started working on, so but I'm gonna have to do another video for that one. But yeah, this is my An Attitude for Gratitude art journal, and I just wanted to share with you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much. Bye bye.